Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at, from the Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures line. This is the Dinobots Unite Dino Combiners Bumbleswoop set, consisting of Swoop and Bumblebee. I got this figure off of this set off of Amazon.com during a Black Friday sale, where its usual price of $26 and change was discounted to around 18 and change. If you can get it on sale, that's great for you. It's also available at retailers nationwide. Like many of the other Dino Combiners we've taken a look at, there's a robot. Each figure has a robot mode, a vehicle or dinosaur mode, and then they come together to combine into a giant robot mode. So we'll pause and we'll take a look at Bumblebee. Okay, starting with Bumblebee, what you see is what you get. There's lateral arm movement, and that's about all. So to get into the transformation, bring the legs together. They'll peg together just like so. Bring the arms down, just like that. Open up the chest, flip the head in. Spoilers for going back into robot mode. You're going to need a tool or something to help get that head out. Close up the chest panel, come around here, and flip up Bumblebee's feet to form its tail fin, and a little bit of rack lights there. Car mode rolls very nicely, and yeah, that's about all. So let's pause and take a look at Swoop. And here's Swoop. Swoop is going to form the upper torso of Bumbleswoop, and thus is a little more complicated. It also comes with a little bit of a weapon piece here, which forms the tail and rear feet of Swoop. Kind of important to finish off the pterodactyl mode. Other than that, basically there's only lateral arm movement with Swoop, which is a little disappointing, but the legs have almost full articulation. You got forward and back movement and a knee bend. And that's because they formed the arms of the robot mode, giant robot mode. So to get into the transformation, bring the arms down here to the side. I should mention, at least my copy of Swoop feels very floppy. I don't know if that's because of the way it was packaged or just the nature of having so many spring gimmicks and what have you. What you next want to do is unpeg the pterodactyl head from the chest, bring it up, and then proceed to push the head back till it's facing forward. Flip the feet up on the back here, and we'll pause right now because this black section, which forms the crotch plate in robot mode, and the packaging is down, but when transforming normally, you want to make sure it's folded up and clicked into place, or else you won't be able to fold the legs up, which we're going to do right now. Double hinge, just like that. And then finally come around and slip the tail section in right there. And here you have Swoop in its its pterodactyl mode. Not bad. It's hopefully we get another crack at Swoop, but I'm honestly not really sure. I do remember hearing that when people were doing getting in-hand images of Volcanicus, somebody overseas may have had what they believe to be either a Warrior or Deluxe version of Swoop. I just think it happened to be this version right here that they modified because it looked very similar. But yeah, so that's about it for Swoop. I think now it's time to bring Bumblebee back in and bring everybody together. Alrighty, so brought Bumblebee in, brought the camera back so we have enough space to do this. First thing you want to do is come in, remove the tail weapon from Swoop. That will expose the butt port right there. And basically what you're going to do is drive Bumblebee straight on into Swoop's buttocks. So we just do that. And then the two sides will spring out. that little plate section will come down. The pterodactyl head will come back. Unfortunately, you really can't fold it all the way down without exposing Swoop's head. What you want to do now is fold the feet down, separate the legs until they click into place, and then you'll take what were Swoop's legs and fold them down. And as you can see, there's molded fists on the inside, and that will become the arms of Bumbleswoop. Take the little weapon here and peg it in, and there you go. As you can see, you have a nice combination of Bumblebee and Swoop's head. You have the yellow and the faceplate of Bumblebee with the goggles of Swoop. I do like how we have that little bit of yellow on the chest plate to bring the yellow from Bumblebee in. It doesn't blend as well as some of the other combiners, but then again, each figure does retain its own unique color scheme, which is something a lot of the other combiners didn't. Now, as I've mentioned, the figure's a little loose. I don't know why, just how it happens. Could be my copy, could be something more. But I really am impressed by the arm articulation, which again is due to Swoop having some great legs. So you get that forward movement. You get that, I mean, you can kind of say it's a double jointed elbow. So yeah, so it does work like that. Now, to go back into the individual vehicle and dinosaur modes, and then the individual robot modes, we're going to go ahead, bring the arms back down, remove the weapon, separate the figures at the torso. This is also fun if you're doing like some sort of dramatic play and Bumbleswoop gets cut in half. It's like, oh god, no, my legs, my legs. But so we'll just put the top half over here in the corner. The bottom half, very easy. Just bring the legs back together, fold the feet up. Bumbleswoop over here, flip that waist piece up, bring the legs back up like so, or the arm, well, with the arms, well, now going to be the legs, and then fold the pterodactyl head up. That'll click into place, and then the legs will click into place as well. I'm going to go ahead and leave the tail section off, since I'm going to show you now how to go back into robot mode. Bring the legs straight out. Make sure you flip out the feet, and watch as the figure just proceeds to spring open. This is actually the first time I can remember having a crash combiner with a hair trigger. Bring it down and around. Bring Swoop's head down, and then bring the pterodactyl head, and make sure to peg it into the chest. There's a little notch underneath, a little slot underneath the pterodactyl head. Peg in the chest. That actually will help hold things together. Bring the arms out a little, and then peg that little tail section in, and there you go. Let me give you a little close-up look. Really nice lightness from those final Cyberverse movies. Bumblebee, very simple. Flip the feet out, flip the arms out, separate the legs, open up the chest, and like I mentioned, even though there's a little thumb notch here, oh wait, I got it. At least on mine, I would say, oh, finally I was able to get it. I was going to say, if you get stuck, you can get like a little spudger tool, which I happen to have here, and just push it in, and that would help free up the Bumblebee's head. But hey, I was able to do it on my own. Yay! And there we go, having Bumblebee and Swoop back into their individual robot modes. Not rocket science here, folks. It's not that difficult at all. So how about we pause, and I'll come back with my final thoughts. I actually had some high expectations for Bumbleswoop, and I gotta be honest, I was a little disappointed. This ended up being my least favorite and the weakest of the three Dino combiners. I think my favorite was Megatron and Slug, with Grimlock and Wheeljack coming in second. Oh, actually, no, it wasn't Slug. Yeah, oh yeah, it was Slug. Yeah, all these names being thrown out, but definitely, if you're looking to get one, the Megatron and Slugatron, I think they call it, is the combiner. Definitely, that's the one to go for. And to be honest, Bumbleswoop here was the second one released. I think it was released at the same time as Slugatron, and I was actually going to pass on it because some other reviewers got it first, and the price on Amazon was a little too high for my blood. But hey, sales happen, and here it is. I think actually this is going to end up selling the most since it has Bumblebee, and kids love Bumblebee. But honestly, if you're looking for like a table fidget toy, one of the other Crash Combiner sets will do the job a lot better. So that's about it for the review. If you like this review, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. While I will always appreciate the views, the likes, comments, and subscriptions help to communicate to YouTube through their algorithms that my channel should be exalted and held upon high. If you want to make the ultimate sign of support, I do have a Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. No thrills, no tiers, no special rewards. All you're going to do is to help me to help you bring figures like this to you, as well as keeping up the infrastructure of the channel. But as I always say, if you can't do the $1 a month or $12 a year, your views are more than thanks enough. Patreon is just a cherry on top of an already generous sundae. A dollop of whipped cream on top of an already savory slice of pecan pie. I think I just revealed a little bit more of my diet to you. But yeah, that's about it. So, for Bumblebee and Swoop, Bumbleswoop, we will see you next time.